We have managed to get ourselves into the promotion group and avoid the sack. Welcome back. Club-2, Episode-7. I had to count my fingers then. Couldn't quite figure it out. Our overall balance is only 323 grand. Done some madness, haven't I? To get some money? Not particularly. I think we received like 120k from the board at one point as a payment to help us along. Immediately swallowed that up. We've played 2 games from our promotion group, and we are unbeaten from that. We have Pevedem, who were one of the weaker teams in the promotion group last year, who are currently top. So hopefully that means that this group is weaker than the last one and we can get promoted. Maybe not. Who knows? But what we do need to do, and before we run into the episode too far, is say if you'd like and subscribe and share the support on the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're looking forward to where we're going, also greatly appreciated. The one thing I did do is I looked for a few jobs, of which there wasn't really any of anyone that was interested. There was a Belenenses, I think is what they're called. They've recently, as of 2017-18, been in the top tier. They then had 1, 2, 3, 4 tier relegation, which they then came up from and find themselves in the division that we're in. Kind of. I don't fully understand what all this madness is, but I'm assuming they went into some sort of administration or something. I would have researched it a little bit more if they'd have given me the job, but they didn't. What they also didn't do is get out of their group, which I think we could have done so, because I think they ended up losing their last one at least, maybe their last 2. Yeah, so they could have found themselves up there if they had the 24 points, but they didn't. So we also didn't join them, and they didn't offer me the job. Didn't even offer me an interview. So it's their loss, isn't it? We've played Anadia, picked up a 3-0 win, a 4-1 against Algordres, 3-1 Berimar, Penalva de Castello, it's 2-0. We then lost again to Castro Dare, but 3-1 this time. So they actually did the double against us, which wasn't ideal. Lamas, we beat 1-0. Ferreira de Aves, we beat again. And the first group of the promotion stage, we beat Cova de Piedade. It is definitely not pronounced that way, but I don't know where to start pronouncing it proper way, so I'm just going with Piedade. And then we also played Alverca, which was a 0-0. So we've had a 1-0 and a 0-0. So neither of the wins so far have been convincing. What we have, though, we finished our little group, which isn't that one, apparently. Clicked on it, didn't take us to it. We finished 5 points clear and 10 points clear of third. So we're pretty comfortable. We only dropped points against Castro Dare, who were the team that also came up, and they dropped points in 5 of their games. So we're better than them, but not in a 1-to-1 manner, which isn't great. We had an offer for Pedro Perez of 180 grand and 50% of his next sale to, I can't remember the team. I think it was Randers again. It was a decent team, to be fair, but he just wasn't feeling it. Didn't go. He's wanted by 12 clubs at the moment, so we may very well sell him at some point, but not yet. There's another Belenenses there. Who are these? They founded in 2018. So it appears that these just took over that team that got... How odd? I didn't know that was a thing either. So these are a brand new team, which appear to have taken over from the other Belenenses. They went into liquidation and just plummeted down divisions. This new team had been created. They've got about 6 players, because I think I remember seeing something over the weekend that they've had a COVID scare, actually. And they only were able to field 9 players, of which one was an outfield goalkeeper, their backup. So they're not having the best times. But that's very peculiar that this brand new team is just taking this position. Let's just pretend that that's something that happens regularly. Our lineup will be Matos in goal, Pires, Manga, Rafa and Alfonso across the back 4, Diana behind Tejera and Madureira, and then we have Bruninho and Dino out wide, but on their correct sides, because the game keeps putting them on the wrong side, as I covered last episode. We have Cardozo up top on his Todd as well. Few of them are unfit, which is because now, instead of playing 2 games a month, We play in 9. So frustrating. If we can get out of this division, I'll be over the moon. The ball is with Pinera. I'm going to call him that. Not even close to their real name, but there's too many syllables for me to remember. And I'm not Portuguese again, so forgive me. Gonçalves is through, but he's run away from goal and put it back to João Ricardo. He crosses it in, Camara gets the header, just over. So we're nearly at halfway. And there's a goal kick for them. I'm a little bit concerned as to what's going to come from this, to be quite honest. But Varela has the ball out on the left. Puts it over to Martins, into Kao? Oh, no. Oh, he's had the goalie on toast there, hasn't he? Second half coming through. I'm struggling to try and get some sort of momentum for him because all of our players appear to be gasping. We've brought Bruninho off for João Mane and we've took Diego Paulo on for Diogo Teixeira. So hopefully those few changes will do us good. I have just noticed almost immediately that Perez has just picked up a knock. So I'm going to see if I've got a right back on the bench who can come on for him because he's quite important. Don't want him to get injured. That would be preferable not to. We have a highlight, but I'm almost certain that it's going to lead to nothing. But Cardozo is on the ball. It's a free kick. And is it now going to finish? Because, what a waste of everyone's time. Goal kick. Matos plays it short to Rafa. Over to Alfonso. Into Madeira in the middle. And back to Diana. The play is all right. It's just, get it in the net. Like, we haven't been convincing in this division at all. Like, this second part. I know we've only played 2 games so far, but it's just not been quite as open and shut as the other games were. And I know it's because it's the promotion one, it's the best 2 teams from each of the individual groups, blah-de-blah-de-blah. But I just want to see us get promoted. Don't want to be in this division anymore. This tier and like the whole way it's set up is horrendous. Get out. Just stop it. Alfonso's put the ball in, and their goalie, who is called Jocko, I think, made a decent save. There's 10 minutes left. We're still on positive, so I'm going to berate them. And hopefully, squeeze another goal out of this, and we'll have a draw. But it's not looking promising, especially since there's only a minute left and the game's finished. It's our first loss on camera for a while. I'm not sure we've had a loss on camera with these. I can't remember. Finances continue to improve after another board bailout. 200 grand they've injected into the coffers, and obviously, immediately I then asked for a coaching course. So we'll see what happens with that after this game. I feel like I know what the answer is going to be, but you got to chance your arm, ain't you? You got to try it. Our team for the game against Fontinhas will be Fabio Matos, Gomez, Manga, Rafa, and Alfonso, or Afonso. Actually, I've just realised. Diana behind Teixeira and Madureira, and then we have Bruninho, Dino, and Cardozo up top. So it's the same top 3. I'm just not, I don't know, I'm a little bit concerned that Cardozo's saying that he's unfit. He only wants 75 minutes. But I can't afford to not give him what he needs. We just go with it. We have a corner on our left-hand side. Alfonso puts it in towards Rafa, but it's headed away really comfortably. We have just passed the half-hour mark, so it's not been pretty eventful as of yet, as I'm sure you can see. But Alfonso puts it back to Rafa, Diana, and then Teixeira on the edge. Gomez, Diana. There's no one out on that right-hand side. This is the issue with playing a defensive fullback. Like, we'd normally have Perez out here, and he's just not there. So I think what I'm going to have to do is put our right-back to actually do that. So he kind of pushes up a little bit further, but I can do that shortly. Can I do it here, actually? Should we have a little look, see if it's one of the things... Dino's through! I'm getting distracted. Oh, he's kicked to the goalkeeper. Well done, kid. Fullback. Attack. That's all we want. There we go. It is now half-time. It's been less than convincing, this game. I'm not particularly happy about it, so I'm going to tell him I'm not particularly happy, and we'll send him back for the second half. We have a throw-in on our left. Afonso throws it short to Madureira. Brilliant ball back out to him, into Bruninho, and then all the way back to centre-back. Diana puts it to Teixeira, Cardozo, and it was put forward towards Dino, but he appeared to be tripped, but the ref didn't seem to be concerned by it. Manga, back to Dino, Teixeira, and then Gomez outside on the right. We've got 3 men in the area here. No, didn't want to cross it. That's fine. Oh, okay, he has put it in. Madureira, his header's not the best. Guvela picks the ball up in the middle. Leo, all the way back to his centre-back. Martin, out to the left-back in Dominguez. They're looking very comfortable in possession. Now, I'm not particularly happy about it. They must have made about 63 passes at this rate. Doleboy has got the ball. A reckless slide tackle there. It has been wafted all the way to the back post. And Ronaldo on the left wing has put them 1-0 up. That was just good play. And they're just not being pressed. We're just not doing very well. The right back is supposed to be a defensive one. He's supposed to be having a third centre back out there at right back. And he just wasn't picking up his man. That's one of the things I'd expect. If it's one of the advanced fullbacks and like aggressive ones, then yeah, fair enough. But he's a centre back. Well, how are you not picking up your man? Dylan puts it to the back post again. Ronaldo wins the ball again. It's a goal kick for us this time, man. We have some subs that we can make. There's not too much that we can do though. We'll take Cardozo off because he's done nothing. I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to make the one sub. I'm going to hope that's enough. Just take out the best striker in the league. That's going to help us improve our form. Just is. Madureira puts it all the way out to Bruninho on the left. He has got a guy behind him. Didn't worry about it. Puts it in. And Dino's header goes just over. Shuffling in to the last 5 minutes. And it's just not looking like we're going to get anything out of this game either. We've had a double loss. What an episode. Let's just move on. I'm going to throw something at him and walk off. Oh, and to compound the misery, they're not offering me a course. I don't know what to do here because I feel that I'm just going to stagnate. They're letting me talk about it at least. So, show me a little bit more ambition. Oh, what have they said? They've decided to grant the request. I'm getting my first badge. They've bought themselves a little bit more of my time. Probably shouldn't say that, but they have. Well done, those guys. We have, I don't know, it's just an absolute misery. 600 quid that coaching course was. £600. It's taken me 2 years to get it. I'm livid. I wish there was a way where you could self-fund it. Because I'm being paid £500 a week. Just let me pay myself. Let me do it myself. Especially on the lower ones. But no. No. Don't offer me that, do they? Those 2 games that we've seen today were horrific. And I'm not happy about it. If you would like to see how we get our next episode, then make sure to stay on the channel, watch it, subscribe, click the bell, all that goodness. Thank you very much for your time.